Oh man, I didn't even start off with any music today. Hold on, let me see if we can get some music here. There we go. Man, it's been a minute. Back on air. All right, guys, welcome into Sports with Balls. My voice, you know, we're getting a little under the weather. It's all right. We're here. Let's go. Welcome in. Jeff Michael here. Sports with Balls is back. Yeah. Want to thank everybody for tuning in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you're listening, podcast version. If you're watching on Facebook, if you're watching on Instagram, if you're watching on TikTok, will be up soon. Let's see, we're on like 5 different platforms. Twitter, I know that right now. So thank you guys for tuning in. Let's get to it. I'm ready, man. What a night last night we had. Game 7, hockey. And I'm sure most of y'all, like me, didn't tune into the hockey games as much until it was Game 7. You know, we know the Florida Panthers took a 3-0 lead. And then Edmonton came back, won 3 games. And then we had the game last night. So we'll get into that in a little bit. There's some NBA news as well. And it involves the only character in the NBA that everyone likes to talk about, LeBron and the Lakers. So we'll talk about the Lakers and JJ Redick here in a little bit. I want to thank a couple of people before I get going. As always, Christian's freaking Tailgate, man. Bet the place was packed. You've got all kinds of soccertailgate.com. Find one near you, get to it, or order it on DoorDash, whatever you want. Incredible drink specials. They got Taco Tuesdays. That's today. Taco Tuesday. Go get it. Go to christianstailgate.com. Also, Bailey Roofing and Constuction. Hurricane season. Storms have been all over. The place is absolutely nuts right now. Go to Bailey. Go to GB at BaileyRoofingConstruction.com. 281-961-2872. Home improvements made easy. And as always, Austin Bauer over there, Diamond Auto Spa. It really is a spa for your vehicle. It's unfreaking believable what he does over there. Specialize in paint protection film, ceramic coatings, and vinyl wraps. Detailing is just the beginning. All right, what we got today, man? What's the date? June 25th? Holy, you know what? Almost July. Independence Day coming up. June 25th is, because, look, for those of y'all just tuning in, we do the national holidays. There's a bunch of crazy ones, so I always like to start off the show doing this. June 25th is Bourdain Day. Bourdain Day. Anthony Bourdain. Awesome guy. Died way too early. So today is Bourdain Day. Global Beatles Day. If you're a Beatles fan, did not know that. Color TV Day. Appreciate that. Color TV is way better than black and white. What else we got? Croatia Independence, Goat Cheese Day, Camp Counts Day, Catfish Day, if you're a catfish here in the South. What else? Strawberry Parfait Day, whatever the hell that is. I mean, I know what Strawberry Parfait is today. Please take my children to work day. All right. Let's see. It's Anthony Bourdain's day because it is his birthday today. George Michael's birthday. I don't know a bunch of these other people, man. So there you go. Get out, get some food. Let's see. I guess happy Independence, Croatia, and let's get this show going, man. Let's get to it. Last night, where y'all want to start? Hockey, or do you want to start in college baseball? Kevin Bauer, thanks for tuning in. Go Cowboys as always. I don't have much Cowboys talk today. I don't. So we'll see. Maybe I'll bring in something later on in the NFL. I have no idea. But thanks for joining the show, Kevin, as always. Last night, let's start over in the College World Series. The Tennessee Volunteers won their first ever men's college World Series over the Texas A&M Aggies. Aggies took game 1. Tennessee came back, took game 2. And then you had game 3 last night. Incredible baseball game. My son is 9 years old, sat in the bed with him watching this baseball game, and there's a lot of things that went on out there. There was a lot of things that went on in Omaha. in that game that were very teachable moments for kids. I forgot the outfielder's name for Tennessee or for A&M. That man, there was a ball tagged to center field, and he caught it off of the wall barehanded, and I mean drilled it into second base or the second baseman. The second baseman, there was a guy rounding third coming home. He drills it home. And the guy running from third absolutely did a juke move on the catcher. And to be honest with you, that was the deciding run of this game. It was fantastic baseball all the way around. You hate it because of the emotions that go through these players, man. I was in Omaha last week. The place was absolutely bananas. It's an incredible venue, an incredible place to be. And congratulations to Tennessee. Great College World Series. Great game last night. It was fantastic. There was good plays all around. There was bobbled double plays. There was good hits. There was patience at the plate. There was good relief pitching. It was a great College World Series. They did very good. Good job, Omaha, Nebraska. Way to go. College baseball is now over. Let's see. The Vols are their eighth. Let's see. They are the 8th Southern Conference school to win national title in baseball. SEC, Southeastern Conference. Jeez, man, need to get back in the groove. Other than that, man, that's just all there is to it to college baseball, really. There's not a ton else going on. Baseball season for college is over. Tennessee Volunteers are on top. If you got any comments, leave them over here in the section, man. Let's see. Everything went Tennessee's way by Kevin. It did. They had better pitching. They really did. The Aggies made a great run. And at the end, the last 2 innings is when they really started hitting the ball. And look, the starting pitcher for Tennessee shut him down. He was fantastic. But great College World Series. It was exciting to watch. And if you have little ones and they were rooting, regardless of who was playing, it was just good for the kids to watch. That was good baseball. Good baseball. And for us, there was some talk about two schools. Peyton Manning was there. That was awesome to watch. Peyton celebrating his alma mater, Tennessee, the Sheriff. So there you go. Tennessee wins. The other game that we had last night was Game 7, best 2 words in sports. I just Florida and Edmonton, and this was a fun series because it was 3-0 and it was about to be boring, sort of like the NBA Finals was. But Edmonton came back. We were about to watch history last night. Now, it was in Florida. I'm glad they won at home. That was a rough sled. If that would have been one of the worst, one of the worst things that could happen to Florida hockey, which sounds so weird, Florida hockey. But they ended up pulling it out. Pulling it out. Connor McDavid won a trophy in the Game 7. He won the Conn Smythe Trophy, most valuable player in the 2024 postseason. Obviously, Connor McDavid, one of the best hockey players. If you guys don't keep up with hockey, this guy's fantastic. He plays for Edmonton. He's a baller. He's a straight baller. The guy can flat out play hockey. He's fun to watch. He is. I know there's not a lot of people drawn to hockey in the South. A lot of people up north know exactly who Connor McDavid is. And for people that didn't know who Connor McDavid is, after these playoffs, you know exactly who he is. The guy's awesome. He was very, very good. He won the Conn Smythe Trophy this year. And unfortunately, the Edmonton Oilers fall 1 goal short. They lose 2-1 to the Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup final. But there was a Game 7, and that's all you can ask for if you're the NHL. That was fantastic. Good for Edmonton to come back. I don't think the Edmonton fans feel terrible because it was 3-0, and they won 3 in a row to force the Game 7. So I don't think that the Edmonton faithful are upset about this. You want the win. I think if it was in Edmonton, maybe they pull it out. And this was a close hockey match. 2 goals were scored in the first 10 minutes of this contest, and then it was a defensive struggle after that. But I watched it, not all of it. I was flipping last night. You had the College World Series. You had the Game 7 hockey, and then you had the Olympic trials last night as well. Last night was a great sports for the NFL or football not to be around. It was fun to watch sports last night in the middle of the summer. Like, that was great. We were watching all sorts of stuff. There's a lady that fell. I forgot her name. I'm going to pull it up. She was running the 800, and she was the favorite, I believe. Oh, her last name is Moo. Athing Moo falls in the 800-meter final. And I watched it live, and it was very sad because she was pretty popular. And she will not go to Paris. The top 3 in each of the events went to Paris last night. She did not make it, unfortunately. It was brutal to watch, one of those things. But she did finish the 800. That was good for her. Good for her. But the Olympic trials, obviously fun to watch. And then you had, it was just a good night, man. Hockey, baseball, Olympic trials, a lot of fun. Tons of fun. Speaking of fun, Sports with Balls is back, and I am going to be doing this show way more often now. I was on the road traveling a ton and could not get to this as much as I would like. Had to put it on the back burner, if you will, for a minute. But Sports with Balls is back, and guess who's going to be back with me? One Grant Miles. I cannot wait till he joins the show. Probably 2-3 days a week, starting in mid-July. It's going to be blast. Going to be absolutely fantastic. So stay tuned for all that. What else we got going on? I'll get to the NFL in a minute. We'll save that for the last. Baseball. I've been killing it lately, baseball, by the way, guys. Not gonna lie. Don't want to. The Orioles, I know the Astros just swept the Baltimore Orioles in Houston, which puts them, I think, I'll look at the standings in a minute. 4 games back of the wild card, which is crazy. But the Guardians beat the Orioles last night. The Orioles have lost 4 or 5 in a row, which is crazy because they're one of the best teams in baseball. But the Guardians and Orioles, like the Guardians played the Orioles played the Yankees, then they went to the Astros, and now they're playing the Guardians. Guardians are a really good baseball team. I think they're one of the sneakiest teams in the MLB right now. 50-26. They beat the Orioles last night. They took over, I think, 3rd place as far as records are concerned in Major League Baseball. Phillies spanked the Tigers. If you're gambling, right, those of y'all gambling, like I'm taking the Phillies tonight as well. They're playing the Tigers. Tigers are 18-21 at home. Phillies are 52-26 overall. Give me the Phillies all day long. They had 15 hits last night, 8 runs. I'm taking the Phillies tonight. The Mariners playing the Rays is interesting. Way to go, Rays, for beating up on the Mariners last night. Or not beating. They had 11 hits compared to 3 for the Mariners. But the Mariners are a team that's kind of, for me, wishy-washy. They haven't extended themselves or they haven't guaranteed themselves first place in that division. And it's a terrible division. That's the one the Astros are in. Reds and Pirates, I'm not even interested in that. The other series that I love as far as gambling is concerned, Los Angeles Dodgers over the White Sox. If you're going to parlay anything, take the Phillies, take the Dodgers. They're playing terrible teams. Terrible teams. And the Royals over the Marlins. That's another one. You want to do a 3-team parlay? Do that. Brewers over the Rangers. Last night I took Brewers, Royals, Dodgers, Phillies. Boom. There you go. 4-team parlay, all hit. Not that hard. Really good teams versus really bad teams. The standings go as follows. Yankees, best team in baseball. I'm sorry. That's just, they're good. They're really good. 3 games over the Dodgers, 1 game over the Phillies, I believe, 52-26. Oh, sorry. Phillies would actually have that because the Yankees have 2 more losses. So the Phillies are the best team in baseball. Yankees are still really good, although they are 3-7 in their last 10 games. Even though Aaron Judge is going off. Who's the MVP of the league right now? Judge or Ohtani? Ohtani leads in average. Judge leads in every other category. To me, it's who does not get hurt, right? Because we're going to see injuries start to pile up here pretty soon. The Houston Astros have been absolutely consumed by them. Kyle Tucker was leading the majors in home runs. Took a ball off of his shin, which we see 1,000 times. This guy's been out for over a month because of it. So I'm not exactly sure where that is, but and Kyle Tucker was playing very good baseball. But right now, it was Gunnar Henderson in the MVP talk, right? But now it's Judge Ohtani. Judge leads in almost every major category. Ohtani leads in average. If Ohtani was pitching, this wouldn't even be a conversation. Aaron Judge is having a hell of a season. New York Yankees, but we know what happens to the Yankees in the playoffs. We'll see. What does baseball want? Baseball wants the Yankees and Dodgers. Baseball wants a Yankees-Dodgers World Series. That's all they've wanted. The Houston Astros have really interrupted that the last 6-7 years. But that's what they want. They don't want the Guardians in there, even though Cleveland's awesome. The Phillies are all right. Don't get me wrong. Phillies are good to have in there as well. Atlanta's a good team. We're talking market-wise. But if you want the big bang World Series, Yankees, Dodgers. 100%. That's what they're going for. All right, wild card race is as follows. Baltimore leads in the American League. Then you have Minnesota almost tied with them. And then you have the Red Sox that are, Red Sox. And then you have the Royals half game back. The Rays 4 games back. And the Houston Astros, the American League, are 4.5 games back. They have won 7 of their last 10 games. And here's the scary thing about the Houston Astros. They are absolutely beat the you-know-what up. They have injuries across the board on hitting, on pitching, on catching. Dude, they are absolutely busted right now, and they are winning. Imagine Verlander comes back healthy. You'll have McCullers come back. Now, listen, as far as McCullers is concerned, I don't know what you're going to get out of that. Maybe he's a good relief pitcher. I have no idea. But you've got Ronel Blanco, who is absolutely blowing people away in the majors. For those of y'all that thought that Ronel Blanco was a cheater when he got caught with whatever substance, look what he's done after that. So you can't say that anymore. That kid is good. The Astros, if they get healthy, they're in this. I will 100% tell you they are in this if they get healthy. They can beat any team in baseball if they're healthy. They are absolutely decimated with injuries right now. Like, it's crazy, especially on the pitching side. Texas Rangers are 5.5 games out, and then it just really gets bad, dude. Really, really gets bad. Chicago and Oakland round up the bottom 2 over there in the American League. Bottom 2 in the National League, Miami and Colorado. But the top, hold on, man. There are 3 teams. 3 teams in the National League that are above 500. Holy damn, man. The National League is just the run. Okay, the run differential in the National League. You've got the Atlanta Braves at plus 49, and that's pretty much it. Almost every single other team is negative. Almost every single team in the National League has a negative run differential, aside from Atlanta Braves, and you got San Diego with plus 15. Cincinnati's way down there, but I mean, that is the National League. Get it together. Wow. I'm not even going to chalk that up to stiffer competition, man. 3 teams above 500, and only one team really has a good run differential. Like, whoo. American League, you've got Baltimore, Minnesota, Boston, Kansas City. The Houston Astros are a plus. You got 5 teams up there that are in the green. Man. Anyways, I gave you my parlays tonight. Take those good teams that are facing those really bad teams. It's brutal. Philly over the Tigers, the Dodgers and the White Sox, the Royals and the Mariners, the Brewers and the Rangers. That's just, those are chalk bets, but those are freaking good chalk bets, man. I'm telling you. Thank you guys for tuning in to Sports with Balls. If you're tuning in, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all these platforms, thank you guys for tuning in live. Podcast version will be up directly after this. And man, I'm going to be on here way more often now. I have taken a position that allows me to be at home more often, which is fantastic. And we'll get the show rolling. Grant Miles is going to join me on the show 2 to 3 days a week, coming in mid-July. It's going to be fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. Let's switch over to the NBA, man. The Los Angeles Lakers. Dude, frustrating. Those of y'all that listen to the show know me. I'm not a massive Laker fan. Not a LeBron guy either, man. I respect what LeBron's doing, just not a fan, if you will. JJ Redick now says that he is not doing his podcast and he will focus on a championship. Guys, this dude has never coached anything, really. I think he coached a high school team for 8 games or something like that. And then now all of a sudden, he is a head coach of one of the most valued franchises in sports history. How does that make sense? I don't get it. You're going to tell me that LeBron didn't have anything to do with this? Get out of here, man. Do you think that JJ Redick is going to pop off to LeBron? Is there going to be drama on the sideline? Trust me, I hope there is. I hope to God there is, because I'm in the business of content, so bring it on. Kevin Bauer says, I'm not going to read exactly what he read, but those of y'all that are following online can read that. Said he will get fired after 2 seasons. Yeah. You think he'll make it 2 seasons? The Lakers are not in good shape. They've got Anthony Davis hurt constantly. Do not tell me about the midseason tournament. They didn't even make the or I'm sorry, they did make the playoffs, but then got ran out of the building. The Lakers are in bad shape. They are. They're in really bad shape. I don't think it's the coaching. The coaching has nothing to do with why the Lakers are not that good of a basketball team. That's zero. They've got an aging LeBron James, which, by the way, did y'all hear this contract news? Let me pull this up. If the Lakers are going to keep LeBron, this is what they're doing. At age 39, he'll make $50 million. All right. Then he's turning 40. He'll make $54 million. And then the year after that, at age 41, he will make $58.3 million at age 41. And then you bring in the whole Bronny thing. Like, how is this all going to shake out? Keep it up. Please. This is Sports with Balls. LA Lakers, please sign LeBron to a 10-year deal. I'm down. Keep JJ Redick on. Keep bringing in these dipshits that think that they can coach the LA Lakers to a national championship, to a world championship. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. JJ Redick's going to tell LeBron James and Anthony Davis what to do? It's not happening. It's not happening at all. There is zero value as a head coach in the NBA. There's maybe 3 teams that have a head coach that's worth a shit. Everybody else is just there. The player-run league, man. Player-run league. There's not other huge NBA news. That's it. Really, that is it. The big news in the NBA is that JJ Redick is the head coach of the Lakers and is not doing his podcast. That's the huge news in the NBA. Ugh. If you want to talk about Clay leaving the Warriors, fine. Bring that up. I do think there's some value to tenure, right? So Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, way to go. Way to go on staying with your team for this long. Clay's gone. We all know that. But they had a great run. That was, I think they're way up there in the billions now as far as franchises worth. So good for them. There's nothing else of relevance really in the NBA. It's all about you know who. and honestly, it always will be. And until he's out of the league, it's just him, and that's the top story. Whatever he's connected to. How many of y'all want LeBron out of the league? How many people want LeBron just gone? Just gone. Would rather not hear about it. And if you think when he leaves playing that he's not going to be in the league, you're way wrong. Don't you think he's going to be an owner? He'll probably try to coach. There's no way LeBron James is stepping down and just, see you later, guys. It was fun. No, man. So that's going to be around for a while. I mean, hell, even Michael did it. Unsuccessfully, but Michael did it. As far as the NFL is concerned, there were a lot of people arrested, a lot of people let go. Like, for real. The Chiefs released defensive lineman Bugs after multiple arrests. I guess the big news that shot out yesterday was the Panthers, $800 million they got okay. So the Carolina Panthers will be in Carolina now for the next 20 years. Yes, the lonely Carolina Panthers will be an NFL franchise in Carolina for 20 freaking years. They got $800 million. They got okayed for $800 million for the stadium renovation. So there you go. I don't have any other. Barry Sanders had a little bit of a heart scare, which scares us all. We all love Barry Sanders, greatest athlete of all time. I think in a lot of people's opinion. But as the NFL starts getting ramped up, I think we have 70 days left. Way less than that till a Hall of Fame game. I think Texans and Bears kick that off. But we're really, really going to get into the NFL starting pretty soon. All right, today in sports history, let's go down here, man. New York in 1934, New York Yankee Lou Gehrig hit for the cycle, beating the White Sox 11-2. Joe Louis in 1935 moves to 20-0 with a 6th-round KO of Primo Camara of Italy at Yankee Stadium in New York City. Damn, that would have been cool to be at. 1935 Yankee Stadium. Wow. Michael James Mitchell, thank you for joining the show. Left a comment, said he will not be a good coach, referring to LeBron James. Yeah, I don't think so either. What else we got here? Joe Louis, PGA stuff. Lots of boxes, some cricket stuff. Let's get up here to the 70s. Some cricket, man. Steve Carlton. The Philadelphia Phillies give Steve Carlton his unconditional release in this day in 1986. I remember. I think I still have his baseball card. Oh, man. Here's one of the most unbreakable records. In 1988, Major League Baseball player Cal Ripken Jr. played his 1,000th consecutive game. Man, dude, I don't know if that record will. I highly doubt it. There's unbreakable records, and then there's just records that are stupid. That's one of them. There's no way anybody's playing like that. Martina Navratilova wins record 100th singles match at Wimbledon this day in 1991. Cleveland Indians 18-game home win streak ends to the Yankees in 1994. Man, that's dope. Big news if you're a San Antonio Spur fan. This was a day you will never forget. 1997 NBA draft, Wake Forest power forward Tim Duncan, first pick by the San Antonio Spurs. One of the most highly underrated guys to ever play in the NBA, if not the most underrated guy, Tim Duncan, picked by the Spurs this day in 1997. Wow. Because then, at this day in 1999, the Spurs beat the New York Knicks in Game 5 for their first title, and the MVP was Tim Duncan. Wow. There you go. 2 years later. Crazy. MVP of the finals. Brought him a championship. Man, that was a hell of a pick. There's good picks and there's great picks. Yeah, that was a great one. Let's see. In 2015, Kentucky center Karl Anthony Towns was the first pick by the Minnesota Timberwolves. Philadelphia Phillies pitcher Aaron Nolan ties Tom Seaver's 51-year-old record, 10 consecutive strikeouts in a loss to the Mets in New York. Wow. All right, guys, that's going to do it for Sports with Balls. Podcast version will be up directly after this. Obviously, I've got to thank a couple people before we go. Look, guys, Chris's Tailgate. Go to christailgate.com. Find one near you. Place is unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Award-winning hamburgers. They've got karaoke. They've got freaking Taco Tuesdays today. Go by there, grab tacos. Go get a mimosa. Whatever you do during the afternoon, go get it. Cool yourself off. Go. Also, Bailey Roofing and Construction. Give them a call. 281-961-2872. Home improvements made easy. Look, you need roofing done? Get them. You need your fence done? Get them. You need interior remodeling done. And speaking of, want to not remodel, but get your car done. Diamond Auto Spa, diamondautospa.com. Follow them on social media, Diamond Auto HTX, 346-319-5961. Austin Bauer over there would take care of you. More Sports with Balls coming to you later this week. If not tomorrow, I'll let you guys know. Go to all the platforms. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be back.